Dakota from the Strong Collectors. So, welcome to the Breakdown Go New Meta podcast. We have the main man in the middle, David, who owns and runs his own online toy store and our picking ground for driving him nuts. So, thanks for having us.
Of course. Thanks for letting me have you guys. And you see here, you've got you were sending me pictures all week. So this is the new setup behind you, the new display.
It is. It is the new setup.
Very nice.
Hard to see it. Yeah, it was been a long planning thing. Trying to find a display case that is not like overly expensive and not super cheap. And I've literally have had this planned out in my head for years. In the last 6 to 8 months, I finally nailed it down, and I knew exactly what I wanted to look like. And there's a few pieces I'm missing, but for the most part, I think I'm pretty happy with it. If you can't tell, Dakota, I'm a huge The Crow fan.
What? Oh, he's frozen.
Bus life. It's bus life.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, Indy's back.
Sorry. I noticed I was blurry on the YouTube. Probably the Starlink is not working. We're under a tornado watch until 2 a.m. right now. So
that sounds
my Starlink's not super strong.
Well, even if the tornado comes, you're not allowed to leave. So just rough it out. Strap yourself into the bus. Oh, there go the lights.
And have some toys ready to hang out with. Oh, he's gone. I'll be back.
I mean, what if tornado actually did just touch down, knocked out the power? We're just making jokes about it.
That would not be fun. That would suck.
No. We're back.
Did you get hit? Was that the tornado?
That was not the tornado. I don't know what happened there. Maybe Wi-Fi actually connected. We'll see.
Yeah.
Close some tabs.
Yeah, you always got to close those tabs. That's what helps.
It's always DaVinci. I think DaVinci, for some reason, even though it doesn't use Wi-Fi, it seems like it always slows my Wi-Fi down.
What is DaVinci?
It's what I edit videos on.
Yeah. No, that would probably take up quite a bit of space.
That's Dakota being bougie with DaVinci.
It's free.
That's true. True. It's a Mac thing, isn't it? Apple thing.
I don't know. I think you can use anything. Like iMovie is a Mac thing, but DaVinci's much better. So,
well, maybe I'll be using that. I don't know.
You should. I'm gonna do a tutorial. And then I'll probably have Jesse do a better tutorial for our content creator think tank.
Even better, because I am so stuck on one platform as far as editing. It's super easy. I can just do it at work when I'm helping or I'm on the phone. It's awesome.
You use CapCut?
No, I can't. I cannot stand CapCut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I use Power Director.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yep.
So
learn something new.
I'm just now reading the actual subject of the stream tonight. Huge leaks. Did we have huge leaks today?
I don't know. I don't know. I did it. I'm sorry.
I did get confirmation on quite a few very fun McFarlane leaks coming your way. Won't say anything too specific. I'm sure everybody knows at this point, but if you like Green Lantern, it's going to be a great year for you. If you like anything else from DC, you're too bad. It's just Green Lantern. Unless Batman, obviously. You've got to make 24 more Batmans before the end of the year. Got to hit that quota. But yeah.
Did you guys like the teaser trailer for Green Lanterns?
Is there one out?
Yeah.
I have not watched it yet, no.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
I wasn't excited.
What?
You weren't excited?
I just my main complaint with it, I had a big long discussion with Cosmic Collector. He wrote a blog on New Meta once, but like it just all of the DC things are too adult for me. Like not for me, but like I'm just like, what? We're doing nothing for the next generation here. There's been no DC movie or DC TV show other than Superman for kids in quite some time. Because like you've got the Green Lanterns. I don't know how PG this show is, but they're dropping F-bombs at least twice in just the teaser trailer.
Yeah,
it's rated R.
So like David's kids, I mean, I don't know how you raise your children, David, but I would imagine at least some of your children won't be allowed to watch it.
I don't know how I raise them either. This is going to be. There was a time though where I convinced my wife to go to the Deadpool movie, telling her that it was a romantic comedy of some type. Because I don't know if you remember this, but back in the day, they were for that movie. They released a trailer that was supposed to be like a rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like a big joke that they did. And I showed my wife that and got her to go to Deadpool with me. And not only is it not a rom-com, it's a superhero movie. Not only is it a superhero movie, it's like a very vulgar rated R superhero movie.
Right.
So always got a good kick out of that one. No, I just.
So what you're saying is you're not allowed to pick movies anymore.
We don't really know. I mean, we don't really go to movies anymore anyways. So it's kind of a non-issue. But I think we've just kind of we've been married over 10 years. And we tried to watch a lot of stuff together, and we still do. We watch a lot of TV shows together, but like I quit trying to get her to like a bunch of sci-fi things. That never stuck. So, but no, back onto the kind of what you're saying, the rated R thing, or the like for adults. I just finished season 2 of Peacemaker today.
Oh,
definitely not for kids.
See that Peacemaker, Creature Commandos, not for kids. Even I would say the Batman movie, probably not. I mean, it's not like sweary, but it's pretty scary.
The Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah.
I just don't think kids would like it. It wasn't very, it was,
right.
It was a crime. It was like a crime drama. It wasn't really
that
much of a superhero movie even. No, loved it. I liked it a lot. I'm just saying it wasn't, if you were expecting Batman Begins, you were disappointed. It's a good point.
I'm not hype. I'm not on the James Gunn hype train is what I'm saying.
So you're a James Gunn hater.
I don't know, not necessarily. I hate, like, I'll like the things and it's fine, but I'm just like the children. What about the children? I say, what about the children?
I think one thing I have found out about you over the almost 2 years of knowing you as a friend, that you're very hard to impress. I've noticed this.
That's not even true. Like, Jordan is hard to impress. Like, I'll go watch a Marvel movie and I'm like, that was fun. And Jordan be like, oh, that was trash. These reasons why it wasn't good. I was like, I had fun. I don't care. I can turn my brain off and go watch a thing and just enjoy it for whatever it is. It doesn't have to even make sense. I can love things, and like I said, I'll like it. I just, this is doing nothing for, because I feel like our superhero genre is us, like a bunch of 30 to 60-year-olds watching superhero things. The kids got to grow up watching something. Like, we all have our favorite, like whether it was Batman the Animated Series or Justice League or whatever. We had those as kids.
Mm-hmm.
What are kids watching now? Harley Quinn? No.
Yeah, kids have changed, man.
Yeah, anime. I think all the kids nowadays just watch anime. I don't really know.
Or they're watching videos of other people watching anime.
True. Yeah. That is very true.
Well, speaking of not pleasing Dakota at all, or not meeting his expectations, because when we were in New York together, that's when they unveiled Professor Hulk, which released today. As I was super excited for Professor Hulk,
me too,
pink bunny slippers, Dakota was very meh.
It was okay. I just never have read a comic book with. Not my Hulk. I don't know. I just haven't read a comic with him, and it looks cool. I love the fact that he's got bunny slippers. I don't know. Like, did you like my little promo with all the bunny slippers behind it that I made for you?
Yeah. I was looking through them before I jumped on to see which one I want to put up. In one of the captions, where one of the notes on there, what was it? It was like, back down here and find these. He, like, Dakota, for those who don't know, he does a lot of the pre-order banners, all the pre-order banners really, for the website. And so there was like IG story, general pre-order, and then one just says lots of bunnies. You click on it and you see, it's just a shit ton of bunnies and the Hulk. Smart Hulk right in the middle.
Yeah. And like I said, I probably would be way more excited about it if they would have let me in their secret room of Marvel Legends. But since I didn't get to see it at Toy Fair, I'm kind of like,
you were.
Oh, you were upset.
Hold a little bit of a grudge because, like I said, if I don't have to care about it, but if they would have showed me, I would have cared more. But since I didn't care about it, they didn't show me. I still don't care.
It's funny because David told me about this actually last time we talked, and I was like shocked. I was like, "Wait, really?" I was like, "I'm so excited about that." So it's like
I have my Dan Who shirt on and everything.
I know, man. No smart hole. So are you not gonna get it, or are you gonna wait?
Nah, I mean, I probably won't get like. He's one of those bigger characters. Like I live in a bus. I don't have a whole lot of room for things, especially things that I don't know about or like that I don't think are like super cool. So like Jordan just got my shipment of Mythic Legions for the Rising Suns wave. So like that, just like the bear alone, I don't know where I'm going to put that. I've also got over 100 Mythic Legions sitting in 2 totes that are just out in the hallway of the bus, and the hallway is about a tote size. So my dog can't even like get to the bed very well. So I have to be very picky and choosy about what's coming in here and what's not.
And if somebody's on the market for some Mythic Legions, by the way, Dakota's the person to talk to right now.
I'm going to get some prices together, and David's getting a few. Sydney said her dad's interested in some. So
did she really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, what? There can't be anything left that he needs, but maybe he just wants to do some pop and swaps or something.
That's all I could think. I mean, I had the thought of like duplicates. Are there any duplicates I want?
Right. If he wants army builders.
But not really. There's so many in there that I don't have. But I also bought a lot recently, so I'm like, I don't know. And I know I've got my Rising Suns coming in soon, so I'm like, do I overload right now? I mean, there's a few I wanted in there for sure, but then I was like, do I really?
I've got a great pay over time program.
Yeah.
Just tell your wife that you gave me a raise, and it's
that's exactly where it's going.
Business expense.
No, that's funny. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before you're going to get into the Mythic Legions with us. And, I gave you that gateway drug with the Cosmic Legions.
Yeah.
Which you liked. You thought they were pretty snazzy.
I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, I haven't opened it. It's literally just sitting on my desk.
How dare you, sir?
To the left of me.
You know who might be.
Look at it every day.
And we're just like all over the place with this is important content right here because I think Dakota knows what I'm going to say. This is killing me. So, I have a lot of creators and collectors like collaborate with me on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. And I just, love giving people stuff to show off. Through kind of a Hail Mary pass the other day, I noticed that, you know who the Rizzler is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed that he was starting to show off Marvel Legends on his TikTok channel. He has like 1.7 million subscribers. So I just shot a note. I knew it was his dad running the account. I'm like, hey, I got Marvel Legends, and if you want to show them off, I'll send them your way. And he responded. So I've got a box of Marvel Legends I'm getting ready to send him. I figured I might throw in some Cosmic Legions or something, just to, see if there's a way I could get him some other things that I have that he might not. But I mean, he's a little kid that I think probably just loves superheroes. But we'll put together a box and have the Rizzler showing off new meta soon, which is killing me.
Crazy.
I know. I told the responses I get from people, I told my kids about it, and they're just like going absolutely nuts. They all still do the little poses and all that. Told my dad about it, and he just looked at me like I was an idiot. He's like, who is Rizzler? So he's like, so you've got like a 7-year-old kid showing off action figures? I'm like, yeah. But man, speaking
and it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Hey, Finley, you gotta be gone, bud. Okay, bye-bye. Wave and say bye. Okay. All right, in 5 minutes. Go upstairs and wait for me, okay? Okay, go wait on the stairs. Yeah, you can go wait on the stairs. I'm never gonna go. Enjoy those stairs.
No one clipped that part right there. We'll have to edit that
out. Well, Dakota got one the other day when I was doing the call with Sydney, and we were going back and forth. And I think my son, same one, Finley, he's usually always downstairs doing something. I think he interrupted 20 times in a row. So I was trying to introduce my tank picks, and I was like, oh, here he is, Finley, my tank pick for this little show that we're doing. But yeah, it's starting to get old. I need to put a child lock on the door or something.
Child lock. Oh boy.
You're long
So
past those days, right?
yeah, so glad I'm far past all that now. I just have teenagers now that don't do anything. Try to tell them to do something. Like, I don't know, feed the dog. I get home, nope, no water, no food. Teenagers.
Yeah.
Great.
I
Yeah.
do. Actually, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I will know
Just
someday, and I'll reach out to you for help.
but like, just don't give them any money. That's all I tell you.
Yeah, I'll just give them action figures instead.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would have done anything for my parents for action figures. Clean your room. All right, give me an action figure. Sweet.
Yeah, done deal. Works with my oldest son quite a bit. He's excited for all. He actually gets into all the new releases and the stuff I'll show him. He thinks they're cool. My wife never. I'm like, oh man, Smart Hulk's coming out, and she's like, great, cool. Tell Cam, he gets pumped for it. So
is your older son excited for Smart Hulk?
he is. Oh well, we're a Hulk family, so we all appreciate and love Hulk. He's probably my number one. I mean, I have like that fluid list of heroes that changes constantly. Hulk's usually top 3. Daredevil is usually up there. Daredevil is one of my favorites. You know, third spot, usually Iron Man. Those are probably the 3 that we enjoy the most in my family. But yeah, no,
They just announced the Mondo Daredevil today.
They did.
Mondo. I guess I should start carrying Mondo.
That Daredevil is beautiful.
Let me look him up here. Every time that they show another one of the Masters of the Universe figures, I do really start to feel like I'm missing out.
Telling you got to get them. So Dakota, I think we need to gang up on David, and we need him to get some Mondo stuff.
I've been telling him since they've started doing the 2000X stuff. I've had to go to Entertainment Earth to get my He-Man and Skeletor 1/12 Mondos, but also I don't know if David starts carrying them, I'm probably going to want to buy more of them. And right now I can just be like, I'm done at these, so I don't need any more. So
it's like, it's always, I want everything eventually. Like that's the plan would be to carry as much as I possibly can that people like. And it's just like adding in a couple things at a time that works. But you always have to consider margins on things, right? So like Hasbro, Mattel, McFarlane, maybe Bandai are like 3 that regardless of margin, you kind of have to have no matter what. But then like Mondo, like if I go to Mondo, it'd have to be direct, but that takes effort because then that's out of like my normal, like everything else comes through like 3 or 4 different distributors. That would be a direct relationship. And I only have those with a couple companies now. And so to like add another one in, it just takes time. But we added in, so Savage Crucible. I know Dakota likes some Savage Crucible. Keeps smiling back and forth. Savage Crucible and 4 Horsemen. Well, no, 4 Horsemen was already in, but there was a couple lines we added in. And I think Dakota, like after I got done adding in like 3 or 4 lines, Dakota texted me something about like any plans to add Mondo in or something to that effect. And I'm like, I don't have.
I sent you their direct. Yeah, they're like application for direct, like wholesale. But
I will. I mean, probably when I move into the new location, I think I'll add a couple more lines in and then take a breather for a bit. But I don't know. I do love all their stuff. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Jordan was just asking me today if you were going to carry the Super 7 Ghost figure that they just announced, which I told him I was like, I think David's kind of over Super 7.
So, okay, that's not true anymore. That's
Jordan. Tell him to carry Ghost.
I will probably, yeah. I'll get on. I'm going to get some more Super 7. I had a couple customers like back to back reach out to me about the Super 7 Ultimates, like Silverhawks and Thundercats new waves that came out. So I kind of like, I just said like, well, if you guys are committing to buying them, I'll add them and I'll get some more Super 7. And so actually I have a pretty good size Super 7 shipment coming in. I'm probably just going to stick with like Ultimates for the most part, unless there's a slam dunk out there. But, their stuff's just very expensive to hit and miss on. So I'd like to just get stuff that I am positive people will want. And I do have some niche groups of customers that like the Silverhawks and Thundercats, and then I guess what's the other one that people like? Tiger Sharks, is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's like a new one.
Yeah. Oh, Jordan. So, Savage Crucible, they're like my top seller right now, surprisingly enough. Like, I actually just reordered more Savage Crucible stuff, so I can't keep it. So I gotta get more and more of that. But yeah, Super 7, we're gonna pump up this year a little bit more, not too much.
And so you're gonna have at least 2 buyers if you get the new Ghost Ultimate. Jordan wants it, and my sister probably wants it. So
all right, that'd give me like 5 total Super 7 customers. So that's exciting. That's where we would be.
So you lightly glaze over something that I don't know if anyone caught. You said something out of store. So you want to like talk about that, or you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, we can jump into the new news, which is official today. I've actually kind of wondered about saying anything, but now that I've signed the lease, we are moving into new space, so that's really exciting. I wish I could. I'll shoot you guys some pictures of my garage. It's horrible right now. My dad always makes offhand comments to me about how bad the garage is, and I'm like, and you haven't even been here in a week, so it's worse than it was last time you were here. Because he's been pushing for me to move into space, because it's kind of getting embarrassing. Like I keep my garage door open all day long because I have people dropping off packages, picking up packages all day long. And so all of my neighbors can see in, and they just see these mountains of boxes, and it is literally almost end to end. We can't pull our cars in anymore. It's end to end boxes. The basement's bad too. And so I'm just like, you know what? We can support it. Let's move into a location. So we are moving down the road from where we live, because my big things were I had a price point I wanted to keep it under. It needed to be very convenient because I do work late quite a bit. So I'm like, if I'm working late, I want to be close. I don't want to be driving across town. And it's crazy enough. It's this old like shopping plaza area that's been in Andover forever. So I live in Andover, Kansas, which is part of Wichita. And it's been there since I was a kid. I went to the Ed's IGA convenience store at this place growing up, and they just got new owners that redid it all, repainted it all, and have been trying to get better tenants in. So yeah, they reached back out to me after I said no to a different spot. And then they pretty much gave me this location. It's a storefront location, which was not exactly what I was planning on, because I just wanted warehouse space. So I was looking at like a non-retail facing side. They have, a handful of storage areas like in the back that the public can't get to. But they're like, we've got this retail side. We'll give it to you for cheap. The caveat is any painting or work that you want done to it, you have to do yourself. I'm like, they showed me the price point, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'll do it. I'll paint all day long. I've got this friend of mine lives in a bus. He might come and help me paint. Who knows? It'll be easy peasy.
That is about all I did in this bus was paint.
I was gonna say, if you
sand and paint.
How to paint. So yeah, we'll be moving in April 1st. They're gonna let me in a week early to start painting, because I'm just it's kind of these ugly. It used to be an Allstate, so it's got these ugly like blue and yellow colors everywhere. I'm gonna paint everything white, and then there's a big office area. I'm probably gonna do that purple and green, like the new meta colors, and then so we can do more content in there. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm thinking through ways to have kind of a retail presence. So we'll probably see about doing events, maybe like a little bit of like a showcase room that people could come check out, and then either by appointment or invitation. And then we'll do some types of like pre-order drop events. Probably we'll do more with like tabletop and card game stuff too. So I might, have like magic nights, things like that. We'll see. So there's a lot of things that I can kind of explore with, the new space. So that's the new news.
Well, there you go. Do you need a mural painted on the inside?
Hey, yeah, maybe. Man, some of the stuff you've been doing is great. You can get like a really cool like purple and green decal somewhere on the inner wall there, maybe in the office. They're pretty cool. You just have to make a trip out here and do it.
I'm game. I'm all game for that. Gives me a break from work, because work sucks. It's been nuts. So
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So I hope people, eventually like I know a bunch of different collectors and creators not too far off. So I'm like, hey, come visit or something. But yeah, it's kind of a game changer. I feel like every week I feel like we do something to become more serious as a brand at New Meta, and then this feels just kind of like a massive step into being more serious. So we'll see. I don't think I ever wanted to turn into a pure retail spot because I do not want to sit at a cash register all day and have all that different type of liability that comes with that. So we'll just packaging and just as an HQ and storage for the online stuff. But man, I'm nipping at Big Bad's heels right now. I think they see me coming. Got the Rizzler, got some space. It's closing in. I already posted some of their 4 Horsemen exclusive pre-orders.
I've never seen they're too far up north for me to have ever been to Big Bad's area, but I always imagine them having like a warehouse that looks more like an Amazon fulfillment center. I have no idea what the size of it actually is, but just with the amount of lines they carry, it seems like it's got to be a large building.
Yeah, I mean, I look at when I'm checking for brands to start adding into New Meta, I pull that drop down of all their series and brands, and it's like overwhelming. I'm like, I don't know why I would want that many. Like I couldn't keep them straight. It's, I mean, literally everything, which is why they're Big Bad. But can barely keep my mind wrapped around like the dozen or so brands that we keep.
Yeah.
Well, then you have like us asking you to carry something. You're like, oh, okay. Just,
yeah.
Got to get Plunderlings in there. There's Jordan's excited about the Cryptids Kickstarter that's going on, right? Which you probably would be excited about that too, David. I don't know if you've been hip to it, like Mothman and.
I've kept tabs on the cryptid stuff, and what I want this store to shift to over time. It probably will never be this way, so maybe more of like a 60-40 split, but I would love the majority or at least half of my sales to come from like smaller independent brands. Those are kind of becoming one of my loves in the whole toy industry right now. So Cryptids is one. I actually reached out to the you guys had him on the other day, who's doing the like
Corsair Creations.
Yes, Corsair Creations. And it's just a matter of time. I know he's got a long ways to go still to get that off the ground, folded in. Both sides of Harbinger Studios now, but yeah, I'd like to get more of the smaller stuff in.
Yeah, I think you'll like going to Legions Con this year because there's always a lot of those smaller like companies there, like Plunderlings and AWOC and Brutal Realm, all that kind of stuff.
I was gonna say, I feel like the smaller independents are actually becoming bigger, and they're outselling like your major, like Hasbro's and Mattel's. Like I see everyone with all this independent stuff, and I'm seeing less and less of the Marvel and the DC. But then again, you got like your hardcore fans, like Dakota is a hardcore Marvel Legends fan. I am a Marvel Legends fan. Not so much DC Multiverse, but yeah, I think the independents are starting to pretty much take over.
Well, I think once you get into them, it's more fun to go down that path because like with Marvel Legend, I've kind of said this before of like my excitement level of getting my main things with like DC Multiverse. Usually I get it and I'm like, man, why did I spend money on this again? Like I knew I wasn't going to be super thrilled opening it. Marvel Legends is more like even. I'm like, okay, I got this. This is what I expected. I'm happy. Mythic Legions, I'm always way more excited opening that than I thought I would be. Like they're always better. They're always way more value in the box than what I would expect. So it's like, that's kind of where I could see myself. If I had to choose only one, I would drop Legends for Legions.
That's a
lot for you to take in right now.
It is a lot.
You feel betrayed, kind of.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not anywhere near anything that's independent. Like, it means I have to travel 2 to freaking 8 hours to go find something independent.
Well, I think that's part of the reason
sit at home and David ships it to me.
It's true.
That's the beauty of New Meta.
Or you go drive 6 hours round trip to go just get a couple of tubs of a few $1,000s worth.
Well,
one thing
I did do that. Yeah. I drove 6 hours from one day to get those 2 types of legions. But those are to flip, so it'll be worth the money.
I do think there is something to say about like the market of people that are kind of considered the hardcore collectors right now. I think that there's a lot of us that like enjoy having other options that are like more premium. Like we've got more money to spend now. Like we're older. We're not dealing with like little, like, coming out of, I feel like, high school and being able to get Marvel Legends is a little bit different than like your rare, like more, Cadillac style, like Mythic Legions. I think for some people now that's like becoming like, I don't know, like Marvel Legends is like the gateway drug, and then there's all these other things that I feel like we're trying out, and so that's where like with Mythic Legions for me, it's actually kind of made me not like Marvel Legends as much. I know it's probably a harsh way of saying it, but they're just so good, and it's like I didn't realize how good toys could be until I found Mythic Legions, and I'll never stop loving Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't shock me if more people like our age are kind of having the same realization the moment they touch one of these things, because there's a lot more Fig Talk people. There's a lot more people in the community kind of representing this stuff. So it all it takes is like one, you go get like your Savage Crucible or Mythic Legion. You're like, oh, like these can be better. Who would have thought? And then you get two, and then all of a sudden you go drive 6 hours to get 200. So
yeah,
that's exactly. I know for a fact that's what happens when you go.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I get it. I feel like today's collecting, like more so in our age group, we either like the modern stuff or we don't. We like the independent stuff. A lot of people in our age group like the independent stuff, but also our age group is going back to vintage because of stuff that they grew up with, and that's been huge. And I feel like it got really, really bigger during COVID. Even for me, like there's certain lines like I'm like, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind having these again. I would like to get the whole series. Mistake number one was wanting to collect something that was vintage because I don't live anywhere near where I can get vintage stuff. Like I said, I have to travel. So Toy Biz, that was what I grew up on. Marvel superheroes, the little 5-inch figures. I literally want the whole wave. Like I want everything. I want all the vehicles and the play sets. And I remember I could buy those on eBay for like $2 or $3. Now everyone has them for 30 or 40 bucks. I'm all, they're not worth that much. But I still want them because I want them. I grew up on them, and that's what I want. And mistake number two was making a list to get all the old Toy Biz Spider-Man. I think it was
the classics.
Yeah, bad idea. Didn't realize how many there were. So probably not going to do that because
aren't some of those pretty expensive too? Like some of those Spider-Man variants?
Super expensive. So that's probably not going to happen. And then, I mean, obviously this display case with the Crow stuff, there's stuff I'm missing from that. And I actually I was telling David, I was like, well, Infinite Statues just came out or is releasing a Crow with I think it's a 12-inch, like rooted hair, looks exactly like Brandon Lee. And I was like, I want that so bad. It's like $800. And I'm like, do I really need it? Yep, I do. So
I got to get you those Crow comics from my uncle's still.
Oh yeah. See, busy people.
I'm supposed to, I think I was going to send them with your buddy, but your buddy and I got beef now. So
I have beef with them too all the time. So it's fine.
Okay.
Every day.
Yeah. I think what's happened with, I mean, maybe this is a better way of like how my collecting has evolved is I used to be so focused on just one line, and now I think it's like the shackles are free, and now I'm just literally anything that just looks cool to me I want. Like it's not I don't have to have all of it, but so I did what did we pick up the other day? Got like this, used to be all Marvel Legends, now I picked up the what's this, the Bandai, what do they call that line again? Machine.
Is that was that the model kit or no?
No, not a model kit. The figure lines they do. I can't remember what it's called. Machine Spirits or something like that.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. They're really cool though. Got those. when we were at New York Toy Fair, I saw that Square Enix had their Final Fantasy VII figures out. So I'm like, I had to get those, or I had to get, a couple of those. And then what might be my favorite figure of the year so far, I'm sure Dakota knows what I'm going to say. I did my first blockies. I did.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Dude, that looks sick.
Fucking sweet.
Like, that looks awesome.
So good. And now I'm like, I wouldn't mind having a couple more blockies. I don't really want like another Optimus or Megatron, but this guy's different and unique. So maybe that's where I've.
But that's another thing. I said I would drop Legends if I could only, like, if I had to choose one, Legends or Legions. Would I choose blockies over Legends?
Oh,
that's the real question.
I feel like we're getting a little bit too ridiculous.
I think that's maybe just because I already have so many Legends that I'm like, I could be happy with the Legends I have and not get any more. But I love blockies so much right now.
Oh, there, yeah, you just got the
nice.
Yeah, I know. That reminds me. I got it tonight. I need to order the Venom. I have to order that.
I got my Venom will be in Tallahassee when we get there.
Oh, that thing looks so awesome.
I should have the full Marvel Rivals wave waiting for me when we drive through.
Actually, I just seen someone, I think can't remember if it's a friend or someone that follows me. Walmart just made a whole end cap of blocky Marvel.
Oh, wow.
In Southern California. And I was like, no freaking way. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just saw the Bandai. I'd never seen at Target Bandai model kits, but they had the entry grade and the one above that. It was like the entry grade was $12, I think, and then the next one up was 22.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm gonna have to get one of those and test them out because that's too cheap.
Yeah, my son buys those. He'll buy all of them, but now he's into like the master grade and all that, and randomly Amazon will show up, and I'll think it's for me because I will pre-order something and forget, and it's for him. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm like, what's in that box? Big ass box." He's like, all these model kits. I'm like, what the heck? I was like, all right.
I don't even know much about Gundam. I've only watched one. I watched Gundam Seed, and I'm watching Gundam Seed Destiny or something, whatever the second kind of season to that is. And that's all I know about Gundam. But like, I'll take whatever cool robot there is. They're cool.
So how would you guys explain blockies to somebody?
It's like the easiest way to get into model kits, I think.
Yeah, I'd say they're like more approachable model kits. So City and I actually talked about this because she did Tarn. Well, her Tarn that she showed on the show we did the other week is what kind of finally got me over to say like maybe I should try this guy out. But I think it's an easier entry point for. Let me put it this way: for Americans, because I think with a lot of Bandai stuff, like it's still a lot of those things are still very niche over here. Like Gundam still, and it probably always will be for a long time. But these model kits that blockies are doing, it's like Marvel Legend, or not Marvel Legends. You've got Marvel Rivals, which is mega popular. You've got Transformers, and then they've got some other like more, I guess, like anime type things sprinkled in there. But I think they just and they got Star Wars now, right? So I think they just picked up some amazing IPs that we all would have done model kits for had they been around before, maybe. And they're just doing them really well. Like they're really good, easy to do. You don't need the nippers or whenever I do model kits, I always have, they're right by me because I do model kits actually a decent amount of the time. My nippers and my X-Acto knife, right? Because I gotta, make them all clean, and I always, edge everything out. So, anyways, the blockies don't really require that. You can if you want to, I guess. But that's why I think people just are entering into it way easier than they do with like your typical Bandai like master grade model kits.
Yeah, I never knew that they were so posable once you had them together. Like when I did the Marvel ones, I was like, these move as good or better than Marvel Legends do. Like obviously they have like a different style to them, but as far as posing goes, you can get them in pretty much any pose you want. and then there's like the different levels of like the Marvel ones are like 20-ish bucks, but then you can get the little Transformer ones like that you just held up in the case. You get those individually at Walmart for like $4 or $5. So, and those are even still like they still pose pretty well. They're fun to have, those little like Optimus Prime or whatever. It's just a good time, and I think you get more of that. Like for me, I enjoy putting it together and feeling like I had like a hand in creating my figure, even though it's not an action figure. You can't say that if you're sponsored by them, but like it's just fun to like, I did this, I put it together, because that's always like Jordan and I were like strong collectors. We always talk about like I've got Mythic Legions from the Necronominous wave or All-Star 6 in the back that I haven't opened up yet, just because like I want to be able to sit down, give it the attention it needs, open it up, enjoy it, and then like, because I don't want to just like open it up, okay, cool, into storage, open it up, into storage. It's like these figures deserve more than that. And when I do a model kit, I'm sitting down and enjoying that model kit for however long it takes. So
it's for me, one of my favorite like things to do when you've got the free time for it is like I'll just throw on a TV show, crack open a Diet Coke, and then go to a model kit for like 2.5, 3 hours. Like,
yeah,
just very therapeutic.
How long did it take to do the Digimon one for, or did you didn't do that, your son did, right?
Oh, my son did it, and it took him like a month. He took his time, but you know,
because it took me like 8 hours.
Okay, yeah, he's also 10, so it was like his attention span would be like do a leg, leave, come back a couple days later, do an arm. Probably wasn't a month. It was probably a good 2 to 3 weeks though. And I kept making fun of him because his room's actually right next to my office, so I'd walk by and like glance in to see where it was, with his all these pieces laying everywhere. So you know, he finished it, and he is incredibly proud of himself. So
yeah, cool.
Yeah. How did you compare the Digimon model kit to like Blockies?
Digimon was way more complicated. Well, okay, yeah. So like my nostalgia for Digimon is way stronger, but it was a lot more complicated. Like I said, that took me 8 hours to build that one, and it's a little bit bigger than the Marvel ones. But the Marvel ones took me like an hour each, maybe a little bit more for like Iron Man because there's more pieces to him. But like Wolverine, Deadpool, those were like an hour. So way faster to build the Blockies, but not really that much harder to build the Digimon one. Just a lot more time consuming because there's more pieces to it, obviously. Because like you open up a Blockies and there's like 4 or 5 trays in the box. You open up the Digimon one, the trays are all bigger, and there's like 12 of them.
Which the Digimon one you did was like equivalent to your typical like master grade Gundam. So I mean, I'm assuming Blockies would always be like a couple steps down from the difficulty level that Bandai was always trying to put out.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like Blockies really has any that are that, like Tarn seems like the most complicated style you could get.
It's probably up there. I don't know. There's a couple more I want to do now that they're here. What do we got here? Which Dakota, I don't even know.
Do you guys think that Blockies are kind of like the best hidden secret right now? Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I would say
Dakota,
so.
Are you allowed to show this one yet?
That's the one I was saying. It'll be waiting for me in Tallahassee when we get there. I just had it shipped from New York because I couldn't fit it in because I only took a backpack with me to New York. So my Spider-Man and Venom getting shipped from New York, and then Blockies actually sent me Rocket Raccoon, which I don't know what's happening with that. They don't want me to show that. But then also the who else? Penny Parker, but that got sent to my uncle in California because that was where I was the last time. So that'll also get shipped over to Florida when I get there.
Oh, nice. Is there... I'm just trying to read the chat really quick. Only issue I had with the Kamen Rider Kuga Blocky is that it's slightly bigger than 1/12. I actually didn't know that they had... Does Blockies have Kamen Rider?
Not in the U.S.
Oh, that's okay. One of those.
Yeah.
That
like
and Pokemon
and Batman.
are the two, that they can't. Which, man, and if they did Pokemon, if they somehow finagled that license into their hands, I would probably go crazy with those because those are, I feel like, perfect examples of what Blockies should do.
There's got to be a way you can get them because Big Bad
There's
has.
a way I can. I just don't want to right now.
Okay.
it'd be more difficult. I know I'd have to go. I mean, I have to pay the tariff, and I'd have to go overseas to one of those distributors to get them. So maybe someday. I've seen a couple other retailers jump through the hoops to get them, and I'm just kind of questioning if it's worth it or not. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I kind of heard a little rumor. I'm not sure if it, I mean, obviously it's a rumor that they're doing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but they'll be in the size of these little boxes like the Transformers. So I don't know if that's 100% true, but I was like, oh, that's cool. I would do those. That'd be fun.
Why not? Yeah. Everybody else is doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why not them?
Yeah.
I think they'd be hot sellers, honestly, if you're able just to buy a mystery box base. That's what it is, and you open it and you're like, oh, I got a shredder. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Like I didn't know that. I've shown this off I don't know how many times with David, and it's still Dakota. They're all in here, still never been opened. Haven't touched them. Yep. Still haven't done it.
That's another one of the ones that Dakota was asking me about the other day. Like, are you gonna get those little mini blockies in?
Yeah.
Ever? Which
I mean, I'm just gonna have you order those for me, your wholesale price, so that I can get them cheaper.
Probably could, honestly, if you guys ever just do that. Do it a one-off case.
I'll take.
They don't have a requirement on case size, but even like my rep would tell me, he's like, yeah, the little ones don't sell. We know they don't sell super well online. So he wasn't pushing them at me or anything. He's like, when they do, you have to sell them in the cases, and then you have to have customers that want them in the cases.
Yep.
But he's like, yeah, nobody ever like just sells the little, like a single one of them.
Yeah.
You just go get the cases, which is pretty much for a lot of people, I think. I saw somebody that was showing off, I think it was like the Devastator. That was like, you get all the little pieces till the big one. Which
that's why I want them
pretty
all.
Good.
Yeah, because those are more of like
I can't remember what the other one's name is, but Bruticus.
Like a grab and go type thing, like up by the register, like, oh, this is how much is $5?
Yeah, that's always been how I viewed it.
Yeah. I wonder if that'd be good, like, because I mean that's got to be pretty cheap for you to get those individual boxes. If you just throw that in with like somebody orders over $100, be like, oh, here's your free blockies. Maybe that's their gateway to get more blockies or something. Or they get the left arm.
Or I'm just giving away a bunch of free blockies.
I mean, you know,
they never buy another one. That'd be the fear. Because they don't sell as fast as you'd think. The Marvel ones sell the fastest right now, which is not surprising to me. Once I saw
I feel like that's your market mainly, isn't it? Like you probably saw the most of Marvel Legends.
Yeah. That and Transformers. I would think I'd have more people wanting the Transformers. There's not as many. The one that I took a risk on is man, one of you guys could correct me on this. Hatsune Miku. Have you guys heard of this character?
No, but I know what you're talking about. The like
the little
anime singing girls.
Anime AI personality.
Oh, okay.
The Blockies rep, he's like, oh yeah, people love this one. Like, this is really popular. And I've got a high school kid.
He took you for a ride?
I think he did a little bit. But I had my neighbor comes over and helps me move packages. And so he was coming over and I was showing him where like all the Blockies are. And he saw one of those, like one of the boxes open. It had her in it. He's like, oh, you have a Tsunamiku or whatever? Said it really fast. I'm like, oh, that's how you say your name. I did not know that. So I was like, so you know who this is? He's like, oh yeah, we all do. And I'm like, oh, I just need you guys
to
have
friends.
Real money. Yeah, tell your friends. Yeah, the Vocaloid Hatsune Miku. And he told me her whole like thing, like the story, like she's just kind of this AI personality that sings and has concerts and people treat like a real person. So
interesting.
News to me.
Yeah.
But nothing surprises me anymore. So they look good. They're good looking model kits. Like I still haven't done one. That's why I want to do like maybe Thor, Captain America. I haven't done like a human model kit. They've only ever been big robots for me. I don't think Iron Man counts, which Camden, my son, did that, not me, because he's still essentially just a robot. So something with like the actual face molds and things like that would be fun to see how they look in hand.
I was gonna say Deadpool is probably the next best after Iron Man, but if you want the actual face, then
yeah, but just to see how it is. But yeah, Blockies is, I don't know if it's a secret anymore, though. I feel like it is as mainstream as most things right now.
I think they went the new meta route and they just sent it out to a bunch of like influencers, and lots of people had them, tried them out. I don't know if anybody got as hooked as hard as I did, but
yeah, you have surprised me with how head over heels you've gone for model kits this year.
I just said I'd never done one before. They were always too scary, but Blockies was like, here, have a bunch of them for free and tell us what you think. And I loved them. So
yeah, you hopped right in. Trading them out for Marvel Legends, I think, is still batshit crazy talk to me.
Well, I'm also just like, I got like, after I watched the Transformers movie the other night, I was a little inebriated, so that probably enhanced the experience. And I just, now I'm loving Transformers. I was like, if that Hot Rod wasn't a Target exclusive, if New Meta had that, I'd be after a Hot Rod too.
Yeah, we did have a new Transformer.
The leadership, Matrix of Leadership. I'm on the fence of whether or not I'm going to get that from you.
That's been pretty popular. I think hardcore Transformers people all feel like they have to have that. Like, yeah, I mean,
I agree.
What Transformers display could be taken seriously without it? I've got a few people that were like Sydney. I mean, she's a huge Transformers collector with her dad. She was like, "Oh yeah, no brainer. I need that." Same with all the other Transformers people I know.
I mean, I don't even have to be hardcore. I'd say I'm a very softcore Transformers fan, and I need it.
If I had more of a Transformers display going on, maybe I would think about it. But I think I'm kind of done with props too. They just take up so much space.
Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be the first prop I'd have, though. So probably the only.
But then Transformers dropped. We got the Titan class Grimlock that went up for pre-order. I doubt either of you. Well, I mean, T3, your son collects Transformers, right?
Yep.
Don't know. I'm sorry. I can hear somebody back there. I don't know if you had any opinions on the Bayverse. It's the Bayverse Grimlock that came out.
Yeah, that so that's like one of his first Transformers, I think, anything that he watched. But he's in love with the 1986 movie, like loves that movie. Which is weird because he's gonna be 18 in a month. And to me, I'm like, wait, I grew up on that and I didn't even like that movie. How do you love that movie? That's crazy. I love the G.I. Joe movie more than I did that.
That was good too. I haven't seen that in a long time though.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool to see him into something. I mean, Transformers, he's been into it since he was little. I could never grasp Transformers. Like I remember having them, opening them, trying to transform them, and be like, I hate this thing because I couldn't do it. So I just like, I don't really care. So I'm like, I just need.
See, that's why I'm just give me the model kits because I don't want them to transform.
Yeah, see, I'm that way.
Because I'm never gonna display. Like I would just get Hot Wheels if I wanted to display cars.
I'm actually surprised, David, you haven't got into the Hot Wheels thing.
Do those sell well?
Why does that surprise you? Just like personally, or like
no, just for Go New Meta, because Hot Wheels are like all the time. I go to Target and Walmart all the time, and there's always, I don't know, 15 people around freaking Hot Wheels, and I'm like, dude, you can't even get down the freaking aisle because they're fighting over them all the time.
I don't know what I would do with Hot Wheels. I don't know, or I'm not a car person in any way, shape, or form. So there's no personal thing for me. But man, there's so freaking many of them. I don't even know where I would begin. They're they're a low price point. That's the reason why I struggled with Blockies for a bit, because I wasn't going to bring Blockies on until I went direct, because like half of them I feel like are priced at like under $20. So why would I? You're already factoring shipping, all this stuff. I just was thinking through it practically. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a good thing for me to get into. So I think Hot Wheels would be similar in that vein. And then also, I have no market that I think I am a part of, or no community that I'm a part of that I think likes Hot Wheels or would be into that. That's the whole thing.
Seems like it'd be similar to Funko, where it's like, sure, there's some Funko Pops that would probably go crazy, but which ones, I have no clue.
True.
So
just entering into a new territory there. Like Transformers like Marvel Legends was kind of built in. Of course, strong collectors in Dakota help kind of insulate or give me like an initial push on Marvel Legends, but that was never going to be too tough because it's the biggest one. So it's like one that I'm a part of, I know more about. Transformers took some time to pick up an audience for, and then now it's closing in on Marvel Legends. Like, it's crazy how big that's been. So those two are like, A and B right now. But like one, to give you a good example, like WWE, I carried initially, did not sell well at all for me. I discounted it all until they were gone, and I wasn't going to pick them back up. But I've kind of tapped into a WWE market that overlaps with a lot of like Marvel Legends and Transformers people.
Mhm.
So I'm going to do a live with a guy on Sunday this week called Dros Beef. He's on TikTok. Huge WWE audience in his back pocket. So I'm like, okay, we'll do it if I can get his audience, right? Like, that'll make sense for me. So that'd be, I'd have to find that for Hot Wheels, and I don't know if I want to. So I guess the secret answer to it all.
I was just kind of like thinking about it, because there's a ton of Hot Wheel collectors. I mean, they're from age 3 all the way to freaking 80 years old. Like, they're just everywhere, and it just every time I go to a store, doesn't matter if it's freaking O'Reilly's, there's always somebody looking through freaking Hot Wheels, and I'm like, this is insane to me. I never was into it. My cousin, who's like 35, 36, was a huge Hot Wheels guy. He went every morning at opening to Walmart to get into the new cases so he could find like the rares. So he would keep a couple and then he would turn around and sell them. But that's just what most of those guys do anyway. They just want the hot car so they can turn around and sell them. There's 2 old men in my city that have I think a yard sale. I think they do it quarterly, and their whole garage is all Hot Wheels, and it's insane. I'm like, just open a museum at this point. It's crazy.
It just, every time I talk about like a different collector group, because I feel like there's some similarities between them, but it reminds me of that old. You guys have seen Zoolander, hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe not Dakota.
No.
So there's a quote in Zoolander where they're talking to the like fashion models meet a hand model, and he's saying essentially like, we're a different breed, like we think different than the rest of you. It's all the same thing. I'm like, that's every time I meet like a new collector group, it's always there's like, it's a different breed than the rest. Like, they do things a bit different, think a bit different, pre-order different. That's the biggest thing. Everybody pre-orders a little differently.
Yeah. That's where I wonder too if like it'd be similar in Funko, because I think I might have been talking to my cousin or my brother-in-law about it, because he collects Funkos, and he's like, yeah, if you can avoid like ordering online, they usually do, because the shipping could damage it, and they're very like, it has to be like completely mint for Funko collectors usually. So it's like they don't want to order online because they're not seeing it on the shelf, picking it out, and then the shipping could damage it. So it's like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if Hot Wheels are as anal about mint on card type stuff, but
some are, some aren't. Some are openers, some are not. I don't know.
Did you guys ever save the back of your packaging from like stuff? Like when you would like, open the bubble, would you save the like cardboard backing?
No, trash. Goes in the trash. Recycle.
I always saved the like, because it's just like the flat parts. I kept those. I found them not too long ago. I have them still. It's like some of my old Power Rangers and whatever it was. I don't know. Don't know why I thought those would be fun to collect, but it's fun to look back on them.
Yeah.
No, just because of that, now we have to boot you. I'm just kidding.
No kidding. No, that's no, Carlos, you still collect. You keep boxes for a lot of your stuff, don't you? And we talked about this.
Yep. Everything is
they all around you.
Yep.
I remember you when you're showing your videos to me. You have like the your new setup and all that. And I kept thinking, like, man, that looks really clean. I bet all of his boxes are just on the other side of the camera now.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one over there, but everything else is in my attic. I put it all up there.
See, that makes sense why you wouldn't be like head over heels for Mythic Legions, because those are not that as I could totally see being like, that's not very fun to like display in box. But if you open a Mythic Legion, that'll change your mind.
I know. I think eventually you guys keep harping on me about this. I may end up getting them. Like when I was I'll tell you this. When I was at Comic-Con, the Mythic Legions booth was across from Mezco, because every day I was going to Mezco to buy. I can't remember what it was for. Someone's like, I really want that, and I went every morning, right at opening, straight there, and every morning sold out. Oh, we only had one or two, and I'm like, how do you go to Comic-Con, make this exclusive, and only have one or two a day? Like, that's so dumb. So across from them was Mythic Legions. My friend was over there looking at him, and this other guy was talking to him, and then the Four Horsemen guys were talking to him. Next thing you know, this guy, just don't know who he is, buys my friend a Mythic Legion. He's like, here, I want you to have your first Mythic Legion. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, no, you don't have to buy it for me. Paid for it, gave it to him. And I asked him, well, hey, did you ever open that? And he's like, no, I actually forgot about it until you just told me that. And I was like, well, what the heck? When I come down for WonderCon, how about I just buy it from you, or you just give it to me, because I want to like at least open one and play with it, mess around with it.
Finally be happy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Finally feel complete.
You guys are like a cult. It'll make you happy.
Yeah.
These ones do.
Feel that spot in your heart.
These ones finally get you over that hump in your life. That's what they do for you. I do feel like in the independent side of things that Four Horsemen, they're kind of like the rock stars of that side of the house. Like it, not to like prop them up too much, but I was hearing stories. I can't remember who was telling me that like at ZoloCon over the past week, maybe it was like Rocco or somebody, like there was a line like, you know, down the street out the door to get into ZoloCon. And then he's like, everybody comes in, 99% of the line just goes straight for the Four Horsemen booth, or wherever their table is set up, and just avoids everything else. Then that comes after. You got to go to Four Horsemen first, which is, you know, what I would probably have done.
Yeah, it seems pointless to have any sort of toy convention on the East Coast if you're not going to have Four Horsemen there.
True.
It's like they're going to make you all of your money.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that was the one weird thing at Comic-Con. Like, I expect them to have a huge booth. They had a small like area, and I was like shocked. Well, how does Mezco have a bigger floor space than them? It was weird. But then again, everything that Mythic Legions had sold out every day. So what's that tell you? You don't need to have a big booth to sell stuff out.
I feel like because they probably had like their Kurzog, like the giant ogre there too. So it's like you don't really need to have a ton of space to like make a big splash. And they were mostly promoting their game anyway, so it wasn't really for, I mean, they had the figures, but it was for the RPG.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were doing that. I think you posted something, I was like, wait a minute, they're doing an RPG now? I was like, oh, okay. That's smart.
Kickstarter.
Super smart.
Oh yeah. It's that'll be a fun one for Dakota and I here soon. So we're hopefully going to be in on the ground level playing some tabletop games together online with a group of people, showing that off. So they're the guy, or I can't think of his title. He's like the sales leader. He's really one of the top like 2 or 3 leaders at Four Horsemen. We pitched the idea of like, hey, we'll help show the game off. Also, like, you know, let us rep and get to this stuff early, have some early access, and we'll have some fun with it's essentially Dungeons and Dragons, right? Which I've always wanted to play personally. And that's how they represent it too. Like they tell you that like it is the same system. So if you know D&D, you'll know this. Unfortunately, very few of us know D&D in this group, so we're going to learn.
Which is crazy that like most of us have never played D&D, but we're all very excited about this. So
I think it's because it's new. It's got to be because
Well, I like the idea, this whole concept of like the figures themselves become the pieces. Like you don't necessarily have to use the figures in the board or anything like that. But it's like, okay, now not only are you creating a character, you literally are creating a character that you can be and like hold in your hands, but this is also your character in the game. I think that's just such a fun concept. So it's like, you know, within a certain like realm of like parameters and rules and what you can create, like it's, you know, your toy box in essence to kind of create what you want. So that appeals to me a lot because I love RPGs. I'm shocked I've never played D&D before at this point in my life.
I've never done any RPG, I don't think.
Yeah, I've done a couple board game, like other tabletop board games that are similar, but nothing at that D&D level because I feel like they're kind of considered like the, you know, the crown jewel of that whole kind of fandom type.
Mhm.
So should be a fun experience. We got a good group. We're gonna hopefully kick things off like next week sometime, and then we'll probably create another channel to start dropping those streams through or something like that. I don't know. There's still a lot of time to figure out what to do with that, but and also if it could turn itself into maybe more free Mythic Legions, that would be cool. Dakota wouldn't say no to that.
Yeah.
No, he would not.
Well, we got to talk about that because that's going to be a nightmare for me to edit with 7 people. That's going to be
Yeah.
insane.
I know that's a conversation down the road that we all have to talk about. Like, do we just, for the sake of making this easy, do we just like let it just go and then that's it? We just
Why edit it? Just let it all be like raw footage. Who cares?
That's the thing is I want to like if you watch because since I don't know anything about it, I've been watching a ton of videos and like I've got visions for this that could be I want this to be theatrical in the storytelling and also in visuals. Like I don't want it to just be because if you watch like Critical Role, like it's not just somebody sitting there talking. It's like I mean I'm not going to be able to have a whole set like they have, but like I can probably green screen us something maybe. I can add in some music for like, kind of the fantasy background as we're chatting and going through an adventure. Things heat up, I can put in the more dun kind of. So
I think
I'd like to elevate this above just a bunch of people playing on Zoom.
I think there's definitely a middle ground that it can exist within that's like enough that it's like a little bit of, not even a little bit, but like it's good quality, but at the same time, like if we're going to do, potentially like 4 hours at a time, like the reality is, unless you have an entire production team, like that's why I feel like it's a hard comparison to say like that we want to do it just like Critical Role or at that level, because they've got literally like a staff that just does that.
Right.
Like they just like any TV, it's a TV show is all it is. And it's edited that way. So it's like, okay, probably a hard expectation, but if you can carry the same type of feeling, because I'd never really watched it too much, and I just turned it on the other day while I was packaging it. It is pretty fun to listen to and just kind of hear how they like think up things on a whim. So if we can kind of add what makes it good and maybe a little bit of what could make this easier and find a little marriage of that, we'll see. Still a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're getting probably, I think some of us had to head out here relatively soon. Oh, you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Were there any other, this is kind of a light pre-order week. I was trying to think through if there's any other new news out there. I know we had Professor Hulk. You had Transformers Grimlock from Age of Extinction. Last week we had, what was it? A theatrical wave for DC, which is already here, so it's not really much to talk about. And then was there maybe Star Wars? I think Star Wars happened last week too.
Yeah, I didn't even know Star Wars happened.
That
wave.
Those look all pretty cool.
Those look good. Those are actually, Star Wars does not ever sell well, but this one's actually selling. I mean, it's holding its own. That Darth Maul figure's getting a lot of attention.
Well, yeah, it's Darth Maul. Makes sense.
Yeah, didn't surprise me because normally Black Series is almost always a miss. This one seems to be doing pretty well, better than any of the other ones I've had recently. So it's all good.
Looks like McFarlane has a drop tomorrow and the next day, and Hasbro's got something tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure McFarlane's is the animated Batman. One of the Batman figures. One of the ones that Carlos already sent me a picture of.
Yeah, it's the new Batmans are already dropped in Southern California, and today someone sent me a photo of the whole wave out of the box, in the box, in a case, and I was like, oh, okay. So that person is like 5 hours from me, so I'm pretty sure if I could probably find them tomorrow or this weekend. So if I do, I'm buying none of them, but maybe Batman Hush 2, because that one looks the coolest to me.
That one does look good.
And
it has a wired cape, which is nice. All the other ones, for the most part, they're just repaints. The White Lantern one is the repaint of the Batman. Oh, what is it collector's edition, like it was like the first or second wave where he was like Green Lantern or something. I think the same figure, just painted white. And I was like, this is lazy, lazy shit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. That's it. And then I kind of was looking at this list from a friend, which I wasn't supposed to, and I got to see some Masterverse stuff. Well, actually, let me talk about this real quick. So on Sunday, I went live with Toy Insider James Zahn. I don't know if you guys watched that video about how people were freaking out over. Or actually, I should say the toy community, collecting community, was freaking out about Target getting rid of 50% of their toy, which ended up which clickbait. It was not right. So him and I were talking before and after, and he showed me a plethora of Masterverse stuff that has not been shown, that you guys didn't get to see at a Toy Fair either. He was able to see it behind closed doors. I got to see some of it. I got to see a list of stuff, and he's all, there's so much shit coming out from Masterverse. It's going to be insane. And I was like, I want the Scareglow. I don't care. That's the one I want. He's like, it's a Walmart exclusive. He's like, I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that. I was like, I don't really care because it kind of leaked. But I want that thing so bad. There's so many figures from that line that look so good. So,
David, weren't you saying that Scareglow looked cool too?
Yeah,
didn't you send me a picture? Yeah.
Yeah, I was irritated that wasn't one I could get my hands on. I was like, that looks sweet. It reminded me of like a Mythic Legions almost.
I was gonna say this could be my gateway into Mythic Legions, gentlemen. This could be because they did do He-Man classics or Masters of the Universe classics. Well, so this could be the entry point.
Yeah, what I would say, like the final thing on Mythic Legions with my thought there is, if you do not care for like sword, shield, magic stuff, it may not be worth your time. But if you do care for that stuff, it is beyond worth your time. Like it is perfect. So that's why, like, if there's somebody's like, yeah, I'm just not really into like the whole like knights and wizards and all that, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. A lot of people are though, and the people that are like, this is the best line for that, in my opinion. Literally, they have like everything. We're getting our first werewolf soon, which I am stoked for.
That's pretty cool.
And the Einsamal wave, we're getting fish people.
Even better.
Supposedly, there's a koi fish man out there somewhere that is rumored to be coming my way. I've been hearing the rumor for most of the year.
It's coming. You'll get it eventually. When I get my barbarian, you'll get your koi fish, which they'll just be the same package. I just got to send it to you. But he said he was busy last month. This month, he said he'd be less busy. So hopefully we get it soon.
Wow. The confidence is just brewing over with that one.
He's given us like several Mythic Legions to give away on the channel before. So
I feel like when you guys talk about your Savage Crucible experience with like waiting, I feel like
this is like your koi
putting me through right now.
Okay, well, I'd have to sit on this for 3 years and then send it to you for you to have the same Savage Crucible experience.
It's a hard,
and you would have had to pay it already,
See if they lean, so if Mythic Legions leans more into like a horror type thing, like werewolves and stuff like that, I'd probably be more in because I like that kind of stuff. The knights and stuff, not so much. But then again,
vampires and skeletons can get kind of
spooky. I like the thing. I like the skeletons. I would probably buy all those. Those are
get cool. A Terpiculi.
Oh man, this is going to be a hard year, I think.
You got your vampires, your skeletons. You got like evil with like demons. You've got demons.
I got a Varg. I think you'd like that Varg.
It's just a big beefy
little vampire man.
The werewolves coming
bat-looking guy.
I think what caught a lot of people with Mythic Legions though recently, because the past 2 waves have been they've been kind of in a little bit of a different direction than I think the other waves have been. They seem a little bit more thematic. Got like the kind of snowy werewolf vibe going on with one, and now you've got just fish people essentially in the next one. So I think the variety is starting to catch people's eye. Like it's not just another knight. It's not just another version of the same skeleton we've had 40 times. Which I was sending Dakota a message on. One of their unlocks for the RPG was a skeleton thief, and I'm like, that's legitimately just like the same skeleton. I could make that right now. Like that would not be hard to make. If you gave me, I could go order one figure. I could go make them before that pre-order.
But it's probably only like $30 on the Kickstarter, isn't it?
That's true. I mean, it might be $30.
The cheapest you could ever get that. So Like,
It's true.
usually their skeletons are more, like 37 now.
But yeah, it's just a fun wave to get into.
Mm-hmm.
So
did you have more on Mastersverse, Carlos? Are they a movie or are they cartoon? Are we going to get 2000X in the bigger scale?
Movie, and what is it called? Dang it, I can't remember what it was called. I almost said Legacy Collection, but that's not it.
Masterverse, Motu Origin, or
Origin.
So it's going to be, well, obviously they're doing the movie because the movie's coming out, and the movie wave drops, I think, the same day. I think it's the 1st of April. They're supposed to drop. I mean, I don't know 100% that's correct.
Like pre-orders or
pre-orders,
like just hard drop?
I think the pre-order should be soon. I want to say within the next week or two, and then Walmart and Target are supposed to be like, I probably shouldn't be telling this on live, but oh well. They're supposed to be dropping. I think Walmart's supposed to be dropping a shipper like right before the movie, because that movie comes out in June. I want to say maybe earlier than that. I think it's towards the middle or end of April. Just to have something. Target will have like an end cap. Supposedly, I don't know 100% like what their plan was. So like Mattel is really pushing Masterverse. I'm obvious it's a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of
like
their biggest area of Toy Fair was.
Yeah.
Kind of like how DC is probably going to do that for the Green Lantern stuff all year long. Because I got that call list the other day from McFarlane. And I'm like, oh, is the Green Lantern show coming out or something this year?
I think they'd be pushing Supergirl a lot harder than Green Lantern.
They did. Yeah. Supergirl and Lobo got a lot of love too. So I got 2 call lists for the year already on McFarlane. One was Supergirl heavy.
I don't know if people know about that one.
Huh?
I don't know if people know about that one. That might be a thing Carlos says. You might get in trouble for that.
Well, I mean, we got the trailer with Lobo in it, so you can expect.
There's a Lobo.
That to come. Yeah, no, that's I should probably remind myself a little bit. I will say it's funny too because he's talking about the Mattel call list. I'm like, oh, I know. I've already ordered everything that they probably have told you about. I don't remember any of it though. They tell me so far in advance on some of this stuff, and a lot of it's still kind of code worded. So I just have to like, oh, I think I know what that is. Give me 500. I don't know. Like sounds cool,
man.
Him, man.
So the list was like, if I remember, it was like 6 or 7 pages. I was like, holy shit, that's a lot. That's a lot of Masterverse stuff. But that wasn't just movie stuff and then the Masterverse, whatever they're calling the new line. Can't remember. There was the Origin stuff. So there'll be new Origin stuff. There'll be a He-Man 20X. There'll be like, they're literally going all out on it. And I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I just remember him saying something about it still be dropping. Pre-order should be soon, and then they should be dropping in stores like right near or after Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out, the 1st of April. So it's right around the same time frame. And I was like, that's interesting to drop a toy line a whole month away, which isn't 2 months away. I don't know. So
you're gonna go hard on the movie figures, David?
I probably a little. I mean, the movie figures always end up doing better than I think they should. So that's.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm never a fan of movie figures anymore. Not that I think people shouldn't get them. They don't appeal to me anymore. So it's always like, are people really gonna like this? Because I'm just such a fan of like comic book accuracy and things like that now. Which is, I know I'm that's the annoying collectors like, make it comic book accurate, you fools. But every time, like the McFarlane Superman movie figures, I thought were not that cool.
I didn't know.
They were, but not. They sold really well. I didn't get nearly enough, so I have certainly upped my movie figure game ever since then. So I'm sure I've stashed up on the all the stuff they're doing for that movie.
Yeah. Oh man, I got to kind of hear and see a lot of things that I probably wasn't supposed to see. I think he may have accidentally pointed his camera at certain things, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Just giving you little teasers as he's going around. Like,
kind of, he knows, and I was just like, oh, cool. So what else can you not show me? He's like, I can't show you the Marvel Legends stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm super excited for Doomsday. Holy crap! I'm so excited for all that stuff.
Yeah, they keep Marvel Legends does a much better job with their movie stuff on like kind of writing up right until you get maybe like a month or two out before things start kind of coming to the forefront. But are there any movie figures from Doomsday that you're like hoping that they do?
I mean, all the ones that there was actual names for were what you would expect, like obviously Doom, uh, Sam Wilson. Trying to think, Fantastic Four, all them, Sentry, and there was like everything else was code named, so I didn't know what they were. I just saw like, oh, I was like, oh, that's a lot of stuff coming out, deluxes, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna be broke in the winter.
And they have that comic book accurate live action Cyclops. That might be one. I might go in on another movie figure if that one is in the one of the initial lists. That and what was the other one? The other ones I was hoping for. A Ben Affleck Daredevil, I think, needs to make an appearance in Doomsday. Why not?
Why not? I'm with you too.
Yeah.
I think I'm most excited for a Channing Tatum Gambit. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, people will go crazy for that.
Yeah.
Elektra. That's what I'm saying. Like if Elektra might get a figure, I've heard, right? There could be
probably
a figure coming for her. So if maybe a 2-pack, I was thinking Ben Affleck, Daredevil, Elektra.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. David and I did have a whole conversation about.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
What we should do as 2-packs and stuff. That's funny.
It would be fun.
You guys need to have those conversations on the YouTube channel so I can upload that.
Oh, we did.
Did we not?
Yeah, we had it live.
Oh, was it on? Was it live? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was live.
Yeah. So yeah, Dan and Dwight, if you do watch this, like you should take some of our ideas. Yeah.
There's such good ideas. So this came in today. So I have new things that came in that I'm actually kind of getting hooked on. But with the movie maybe coming out this year.
Oh,
2028.
Is it in 2028?
Yeah, they moved it back another year.
Good grief! What are they doing? What are they doing over there?
So the
like next year or the end of this year.
They just talked about this 2 weeks ago that they literally scrapped whatever they had. Like they're starting over because they didn't think the quality was there for the first two. Like they want the quality to be, if not better than the first two. Is there something was what they're saying? So they scrapped everything and they're redoing it. And I was like, what? That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I did see that. I did see that Ben Reilly at GameStop, and I was like, oh no.
You did?
It looks so good.
I never see SHF at GameStop. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like 109, I think, there. I don't remember.
Now the GameStops are closing down in my area. Perfect time to open a toy store.
Yep.
True.
That is true.
It's reality. Walmart's getting rid of their collector section. Target's dialing down everything. It's my time to shine.
New Meta's scaling up, yeah.
And then if there's any other toy businesses on my side of town, I'll go rough them up. It's our time now. It's New Meta's time. Also, we're not open to the public. So don't do any business, but also don't come to me if you need business.
And then he'll be like, you know what? I need to expand. I need to go to the West Coast. I need to go to the north and to the south and to the east.
You get a place on the coast, and then we can convince Savannah to move there. But Kansas, it's going to be hard.
Or maybe like a food truck. There's like a toy truck. Same idea.
There you go.
Travel around.
Kind of like an ice cream truck.
Yeah. Not
I can
just
have Savannah
creepy.
build you.
Just maybe worse. Play the same music.
Yeah.
No, you just have a no kids sign on the side. This is not, these are
adults only
for adults.
Of an ice cream truck. This is adults only.
And you get pulled over left and right. What are you selling in here? Oh, just toys.
You got toys. They're collector quality.
Not those toys. These toys.
Yeah. These are great ideas. Well, I think we should probably be winding it down.
Yeah. Oh man, that was fun.
Head on. I'll be going to the mountains here soon. We're going to Monarch to go skiing in Colorado.
Oh, nice.
Should be fun.
Should be a lot of fun. So we're gotta get pretty much everything packed tomorrow. Then we ship out like early. We're doing, I think, a straight like 9-hour drive to Monarch. Which, Dakota, how does that rank as far as longest drives without stopping you could take? What's kind of the high end, medium,
in the bus?
Low?
We only go like 4 hours, but like back when I was just driving like a car, like when we went to Legion's Con, I'm pretty sure we just drove straight from New Jersey back to Wisconsin. I don't think we stopped on the way back.
Holy cow! You can only get 4 hours at a time in the bus.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's way more stressful driving the bus because it's all the bumps in the roads are way more intense and it's less comfortable and
stops, yeah.
And it's just like if I wreck a car, like I'm probably it's kind of hard to wreck a car, but like if I wreck a car, I just wrecked a car. If I wreck this, that's everything. This is my house and my car. So
I live here. This is
yeah,
exactly. No, that makes sense. Well, and also, I mean, it's not like I feel like with a lot of times you have like a general idea of when you want to get from point A to point B, but you can also take your time probably doing all that, I would imagine.
Yeah, and usually like we both still have work to do, so like we'll usually like work in the morning, start driving around noon, get parked by like 3 or so, then do some more work in the evening, get on a live stream, go to bed, do it again tomorrow. So
yeah, that makes sense.
What a great life. So where are you currently? So before we head off to this,
we're making our way to New Orleans right now.
Okay, so New Orleans, sweet.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
So you're going to the mountains to go ski. He's in New Orleans. Are you going to do anything in New Orleans, or what? Like, what are you looking forward to?
We want to do some like ghost tour type stuff. Get some food. We'll be there for a few days and then start making our way over to Florida. We got a wedding there in mid-April, so trying to decide if we've got the budget for maybe a Universal day or a Disney day or something like that.
Yeah, so that would be fun to do.
Go back to our old stomping grounds because we both worked at Disney back in the day. So
you both did? I know you said you did a while back. What were your jobs?
Yeah. Savannah started out in merchandise and then moved to attractions. So she ran the It's a Small World and Peter Pan ride. And then I was in entertainment.
What's that mean? What's an entertainment mean? Were you doing the shows or something?
I was friends with Goofy and Tigger and Prince Eric.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can see that. That makes sense, actually.
Someday I'd like to go back and do it again. I'm probably going to be aged out if I ever go back to Florida, but we'll see.
Are you guys, are either of you big Harry Potter fans or anything? Like, does Universal have any?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We had, when we lived in Florida, we had, because we worked at Disney, so we got in there for free. But then we had annual passes to Universal. So we would go there a ton too, which I had never been to Disney or Universal until we moved down there, or like technically Savannah moved down there first, and then we went to Universal. And then when I moved down there, started working at Disney, that was the first time I went to Disney, I think.
Yeah.
But we want to go to the new Universal. We haven't done that yet.
Well, the other one I want to do is back on the other side of the country. I think it is Disney. I always get them mixed up. Is it Disneyland that's in Anaheim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where the Avengers theme park is, which I've always wanted to go do that. But I know that's like
we've never done that.
Smaller of the two. So we'll obviously go
November.
You're what?
Oh, nice.
I'll be going to Disneyland in November. It'll be my first time since I was like, my wife's like, you are dumb because your mom told me that you went when you were 18. I'm like, I don't remember going. I was 18. I remember when I was 12 because California Adventure, whatever, they were building that like at that time. That's what I remember.
Oh, wow.
So it's been forever.
You're that old.
I'm that old. Yes, I'm that old. Thanks. But also, gentlemen, I will be there in like 2 weeks, right across the street from Disneyland at WonderCon.
All right, that's right.
I'll make sure to send you guys some cool stuff that I'll see, and
feel like
exclusive Jada figures and
Ooh.
I feel like you tried to throw like one last ditch effort at like he messaged me the other day, Dakota, like, oh, I've got an extra ticket to WonderCon, and I'm like, wait, when is that again? It's like 3 weeks away. Like, no, I can't make that.
I know
Don't
you're
get me with that.
doing this, and I was like, I think I can.
I legitimately thought it, and I was like, I typed in the dates on it. I'm like, oh, that's maybe the worst timing ever for me. If I didn't notice.
If I would have done this earlier, maybe I could have enticed you.
Man, San Diego though, I might be able to be tempted into trying to finagle my way in there somehow.
Yeah. If you're in San Diego, you can pick up the Crow comics.
That's true.
Oh, is that where your uncle is in San Diego?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was in LA for some reason.
Nope.
That mixed up. So you were in San Diego that entire time. I mean, get the Crow comics.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he'll be there. So
he'll be there. Dakota.
Yeah, any other boxes? He's got other boxes of comics too.
Yeah. Does he have any koi fish?
He doesn't have any koi fish.
Jeez.
Never know.
But yeah, besides that, like that's pretty much it. I'll be there, and then I'll be taking somewhat of a break. There'll be a bunch of like cons in Northern California that I'm gonna try to go to, and toy shows or whatever. I just found out someone messaged me today. It was today because I posted pictures of this stuff. Like, oh, James Barr's going to be at the Sacramento, and I was like, what? I was like, damn it, when is that? It's literally the week before I leave for WonderCon.
So, bummer.
I'm still going.
Get you to, if I can get you to go to Legion's Con this year, maybe we could get Dakota to not go to the wedding he's supposed to be at. And then we could all bunk up and do Legion's Con. That would be pretty cool.
Probably more likely for Toy Fair. It's November 7th weekend.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to make that.
It's a sore subject. Dakota is not happy about having to miss Legion's Con.
Actually, you know what?
Maybe I can talk to Jeremy about moving Legion's Con.
Yeah. Hey, we're doing this, we're helping you out.
Right.
So why not? Or maybe tack on like an extra day, one side or the other.
Mm-hmm.
How about I go to Legion's Con just to spite Dakota?
That's the only reason why you should do it, actually.
You can pick me up some exclusives. If they have any secret drops, grab me, whatever that is.
Wear a GoPro and just, be there as this like surrogate Dakota, trying to see if there's anything he wants. Go through the little build-a-figure lines that they have.
Mm-hmm.
I do that in some
that drop should be next month, I think. So,
is it really?
Figure out what I want from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I definitely need the Green Demon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll see. Well, when did they announce? How far in advance did they announce the actual like con exclusives for those? Because it's not till November. Do they give you that much time?
Isn't like
I would think it'd be like 6 months out. Like because there's going to be like several like there'll probably be 4 exclusives or I guess 2 exclusives. 2. Do they have?
They had 4
what was the exclusives this? Yeah, I guess they did have 4. So yeah, I guess they'd probably do 4 again. Because
it was I think like 2 packs the year before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had a cosmic and a regular, I think, or something. But yeah, so yeah, it'll probably be 6-ish months ahead of time, and they'll do kind of like different drops leading up to it. And
makes sense.
Yeah, once the hotels open up, you got to be on it that hour.
Yeah,
even if you're not going to go, you might as well reserve I'll probably just get on there, reserve a room in case you don't get it. So, because I could see you being busy and not paying attention and then miss it. So, I'll reserve a room just in case.
Because whenever periodically, when there are certain things that go live for pre-order, I'll get like a text message from Dakota, the passive aggressive. Hey, was New Meta going to carry this? It's like,
well, it's not even like I'm not even passive aggressive. I'm just curious because like I don't want to post for somebody else if you're going to carry it.
It would have been like, I mean, it could have been like Professor Hulk, like, hey, are you gonna like? Obviously, I'm gonna carry Professor Hulk.
I think I asked you about like the Matrix of Leadership because I was like, I don't know if you're gonna carry a role play item.
Thanks for letting me know that I need to get on it right now. Hasbro related. I usually give myself a little bit of grace because it's like my busiest time of the day is usually right around like 11 o'clock to noon because that's when one of us has to be picking up our son from daycare at about 11:30. everything goes on pre-order between like 11 and noon. So it's
Mm-hmm.
I have to think to like set it up as a draft so that I can just flip it to active. Like I was a little slow today. Like Professor Hulk, I had an email set up, but I still had him in draft status. So this email went out pumping Professor Hulk up, but you couldn't order him from my site because he was still on draft. So it's like, oh, the email went out. Great. It was like a 4-minute difference. So I got him switched over to active and the sales started rolling in. But yeah, it could be tough. My life's hard. I have 3 kids. Don't do that.
I have 2. I know what it's like.
Massive mistake.
Yeah, I'm probably skipping that.
Always let them know every night. Shouldn't have done this. Shouldn't have. This was huge mistake on my end.
So I have one question, one last question for Dakota.
Okay.
So I remember sending this link some point last year. So you remember this link for Comic-Con? Did you ever do
San Diego?
Yes.
Did I ever do? I did do it.
Okay.
I did it like it closed on whatever it was. Like I think it was like January 12th or something. I think I did it on January 13th, and then I sent like a separate email being like, I missed the deadline, and they're probably not going to let me in. But
dang, man,
I know I should have been way more on that. Like I don't know, that would have been a lot of traveling for us, so it would have been kind of challenging to make. But I should have at least signed up, because then I could have just stayed at my uncle's, had him. But next year, send me the link again when the next round comes open.
I'm so disappointed. I literally was expecting you to say, yeah, I did it. So like, I know that you get it. And I'm like, oh yeah, we can finally link up at Comic-Con. It'll be so awesome. But no. And it's crazy to me that like people that I know that go every year that like literally get it like right away still haven't gotten their email that they're actually getting it. So I was shocked when I got mine. I was like, oh crap.
You got yours this year?
Yeah, I just literally ordered my WonderCon badges last night because the deadline was today to have them shipped to you. Because last year I had to wait in a line, and that it was not fun to get your badges. So I have them shipped, and I tried to add my son. I was like, I know I signed you up through email and whatever. Long story short, email link to reset password never showed up to his email. So I clicked whatever, and all of a sudden now I'm getting 2 passes, and I was like, oh, crap. I don't have anyone else to go. So I started asking. I asked David first.
Oh, for the WonderCon side?
Yeah. And then I was like, I would ask Dakota, but that's a lot of travel, and I don't want to like.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of wherever at, and I would feel bad for him leaving Savannah alone by herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't usually want to leave Savannah. Comic-Con would be a little different because we'd be in Iowa or Wisconsin, so she could stay with family. But yeah, right now leaving her in Louisiana somewhere probably not a good idea.
So just leave this on your radar, because I'll probably get my email at the end of May, early June. So I'll get to add another person to my pass. So clear schedule for the end of July, David, just so you know now.
Which one is this for?
Comic-Con in San Diego.
Oh, for San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
The end of July?
End of July.
This year.
Yeah, and which sucks because it's also the same weekend Spider-Man Brand New Day comes out.
Oh, you can just go to Comic-Con during the day, go relax your feet and watch a movie at night.
That's what I did last year. I went and saw Fantastic Four, and I didn't get home till like 2 a.m. Or actually,
sounds awesome.
It was. I went by myself, so it was not fun, but it was still fun.
Oh well.
Wait, so there is a ticket for me to go to San Diego Comic-Con, is what you're saying? If I want to take
there is. I mean, you just have to clear your schedule and.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying earlier that your son was gonna go.
Nah, he doesn't want to go. He does not. He avoids large crowds.
Great.
He would cry. Love him to death. But he would be like, I want to go back to the hotel room. Like, we literally just walked outside. I don't want to go. That would be him.
That's how my sons were when I took him to the Kansas City Comic-Con. And we got in. We were there for like 5 minutes. Had barely done anything cool. And my middle son was like, I want to go. And I'm like, shut up, dude. We just got here. I haven't done anything cool yet. Quit trying to rain on my parade.
Oh, I love it.
Your son might do that. I won't do that to you.
Oh, that's so funny. But yeah, anyway, just keep it in mind because I have a million people like, we can do the other one. I'm like, I got someone I'm gonna ask him first. So
Oh man, I'll figure it out. You can put it on New Meta's tab, right? It's a business trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Exactly.
Ghost House says, you can go to San Diego Comic-Con, but you have to watch Brandon Day with Carlos at 2 a.m. I don't know at that late. That's late. I would say no, but
Well, that would work well with Central Time.
That's late.
Midnight?
I don't know if that movie's that late actually anymore.
Or actually, no, it's the opposite direction.
Or no, yeah, be 4 a.m. for Central Time.
4 a.m. Central. It's even worse.
Yeah. But yeah,
we'll go to sleep, wake up, and watch it. Man, if we could figure that out, that'd be cool. See the movie while we're out there. I bet it would be, San Diego though. During Comic-Con, that's probably not, unless they're doing a showing at the actual con. I bet there's no way you can get anywhere.
You can get tickets. Just plan ahead.
And then you're just going to be walking through San Diego Comic-Con. Everybody's just talking about like, oh, did you see it? Oh, it was awesome.
Exactly.
Spoiler,
you can't
spoiler,
not watch
spoiler.
it.
Actually, it was kind of weird because when I went last year and Fantastic Four came out, there was a bunch of us that were planning to go like I think it was like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And I was like, hey, like anyone want to, we all going? And everyone's like, oh, like we're still like around the Comic-Con, we're probably not gonna go. And I was like, Thursday night, I'm like, we're not, like, what the I was like, all right. I went by myself. I was like, I don't give a shit.
Cool.
And my legs and freaking feet were killing me from walking around all day long, standing around.
Hip.
It was still fun, but still, yeah. 21st. Okay, well there you go. Still around the same time frame. So
close to it. Yeah, I'll let you know. I might be able to make something work out. I was saying I wanted to do, well, there'd be 3 things this year because I'm definitely doing Legions Con, but that's later on. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm sure my wife would love me taking 2 personal vacations this year, business personal vacations.
Yeah, it's business.
I mean, Comic-Con is like almost as big as New York Toy Fair for you, so it's a big one.
But I think the whole premise of it, the value from a business standpoint is a bit, to me, that would be a much more personal thing because I just can't imagine there's like meetings I'm setting up with anybody in particular. I could go see a couple, but it's open to the public, just kind of a different vibe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Legions Con would legitimately be something that I would feel like actually like I was creating value for my business in some way, shape, or form.
For sure. Yeah.
A lot of my audience is there. People I've already been doing business with there. So a little bit different, a little bit easier to justify. San Diego's just like sweet. So I just want to go.
Right.
Yeah, but this is
drive to Legions Con and then just pick up your figures from Joe, the extra leftovers. That way you don't have to wait to have them shipped, and you can be a lot faster.
Man.
Yeah.
You say that. That's actually not the worst idea on the planet. Where is it
Fly
at?
out there and then drive. It's in New Jersey, Hanover.
Oh, that's a long ways. I mean, I've made the trip before. Well, it was DC.
You could stop in Wisconsin and stay with me for a night, and then
with the truck of that'd be great. Big old Legions Con sticker on the side. Legions Con came to you after all. That's what it would be. I'd get as much as I could just to bring in that. Let's see, Hanover, New Jersey. Because I know that's just on the outside, on the west side of New Jersey, right? Let's do some.
I don't know. It's been.
We'll figure this out. Years. All right. Well, I probably do need to shut down tonight. So
yeah,
it's been great chit chatting, talking about a bunch of fun stuff upcoming. Again, not a lot of crazy pre-orders for everybody to keep their eyes peeled for. So I'm sure more will come soon. Batman tomorrow, it sounds like. But anyways, thanks for joining, Dakota. And we'll plan on seeing everybody next week, unless there's anything else that pops up, like life tends to happen.
True.
In there. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Peace out.
Thanks.